Okay, so last time we checked in on Chrisean Rock and Blueface, things were getting pretty crazy. Chrisean Rock had crashed Blueface's baby shower. There was apparently a fight beforehand. We saw Chrisean Rock knuckling up, ready to squabble, and then it sounded like the whole situation ended in a shootout. Now, we're seeing what happened before. And look, I can't actually play you this whole clip. I'm probably going to take it off screen before actually the stuff goes down. But basically, okay, if you look at this clip very carefully, and I'm not going to be able to show, I'll be completely honest, I can't actually show you what ends up happening. But Blueface is kind of having a tussle with someone, and he ends up getting knocked out cold. I'm not going to lie to you. Blueface getting knocked out cold. So he's having this little squabble with somebody here. They kind of having a little shoving match back and forth. Okay. And it's like, it ends up being like a little push. I'm going to take it off screen. But basically, they kind of push each other, get kind of separated. And then someone runs in, punches Blueface, and knocks him out cold. And he collapses onto the concrete. I'm not going to lie to you. That's what happened, okay? I can't show it to you. But basically, it says he's out here kicking girls when they're down, but he won't kick this grown man that spun his jaw. People are saying should have stayed with his pregnant girlfriend after the baby shower. That's what his dumbass gets. People saying love that for her too. Little bit of karma for his ass. That's crazy. It says, is that why he hasn't been live all day? LMAO. All right, it's saying being all quiet. Said excellent. That's why he's been so quiet. He got humiliated all night. First, he couldn't get into DDG's party. Then he got knocked the F out. He deserves it. All right. They saying it was Dean's party. People saying at least we got one down. But they always pop back up like weebles, okay? It's saying Chrisean will be next. I trust and believe that. She pulls hair, starts wildly throwing punches, and has anyone verified her boxing license? I saw the inactive screenshot, but I want to know 100% she does or doesn't have it. If she really is licensed, I'm not encouraging any reporting, but Def not supposed to be out in the street fighting. Someone said, no, according to Baby Girl, she proudly said that she was using both hands like a boxer does. They're saying dude got dropped right in front of his gang security guards. They setting him up for real, all right? People saying that's hilarious. All right. Why didn't she do anything since she fights men? Also, people saying love this for him. Why the gruesome twosome out in the streets fighting people? I'm seeing all these clips. But why the F were they running out in the streets? They're saying that's crackhead behavior. Okay. And here is another one. They're saying this is Chrisean. Let me take this off screen just in case it's madness. But this apparently says this is full footage of the fight with Chrisean initiating, sleeves rolled up and calling to the girl to fight, and Blueface pushing the girl into Chrisean constantly to get her beat up. I'm not going to lie, I probably can't show you this, but I'm going to run it and I'm going to describe to you what's happening. So she's squaring up. All right, she's squaring up with the girl. They kind of pushing each other back and forth. They're screaming on both sides. It looks like Chrisean just starts wailing on the girl in the middle of the street. She's on the ground. She's punching her on the ground. Blueface kind of sort of steps in. Blueface faces off with a girl. He's getting tough with a girl. Meanwhile, a minute ago, he's getting knocked out unconscious. I guess because he got knocked out cold, it's time for him to pick on the little guy or the little girl by the look of this. He's squaring up with females. Chrisean's getting pushed back. Blueface is even squaring off to the female. This is crazy. I'm not going to lie. This is crazy. This is despicable. All right? It looks like Blueface actually punched the girl. Hang on a minute. Blueface either pushes or punches a girl. And it's not Chrisean. It's someone else. That's crazy. That's crazy. The girl that Chrisean was just wailing on, it looked like Blueface either punches her or pushes her into Chrisean. That is obscene. I'm not gonna lie, that's obscene. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not condoning anything that happened, but like, bro, if I was with that girl that Blueface was punching on, might be time for a few self-defense shots. Allegedly, right? This is diabolical. Blueface pushing people, shoving people. He's got his shirt off in this. I think he had his shirt on in a clip where he got knocked out cold, so I'm guessing this is afterwards. Says Blue going to be back in a cell soon. I hope this woman sues and presses charges. Blue has learned nothing. I guess he want to go back to prison. Maybe he left Boothang behind. He sure is in a hurry to get back to something. All right. If I was her, I'd melt the F out of the head against the car thing. So I think she's gang affiliated, so she won't be pressing charges. This is some street stuff, but Blue got involved and kicked her in the head, so he got knocked out as well. That's crazy. Says all the comments today saying it was because she hit her first, SMH. She's so stupid because she's always quick to come up with an excuse and a lie, not realizing that it takes a minute for all the videos to get out there. She's really so remedial. It's ridiculous. Saying, look at Miss Unholy Hands fighting, SMH. She's never going to change. She's rotten to the core. People saying just trash behavior. I can't imagine having my special needs 2-year-old at home while I'm acting out like this. SMH. People saying exactly when people start putting their own lives in danger, that's when you know it's up and it's stuck. They couldn't care less about the innocent children involved. They're saying, wait, so Chrisean hit her first? Said Blue pushed the girl into Chrisean and Chrisean took advantage of the situation. Said that was halfway through the fight. Chrisean Rock definitely initiated it from the sidewalk to the street. They fought multiple times. This time, and where Blueface kicked her in the head while she was down. People saying, wow, this might be too ghetto for me. They're saying, did he body slam that girl? He got to be wanting them both to go back to jail, because I don't know what else he thinks he's doing. This is next level type public with that many people around is going to achieve. They've done shit in public on stream many times before over the years, but never to this extent with that many strangers IRL around them, if that makes sense. People are saying this is actually sick. Blue is up in the top right, just push that girl off the curb. You can see she trips over the curb, and he yells to Chrisean, get her, and Chrisean pummels her. SMH, just garbage. People saying, ooh, he really did. He's a piece of dirt, and his karma is coming for him too. I hope he gets his face dookied on again. All right, any man that pushes you to fight doesn't give a F about you. They're saying he did the same thing with Jaden when she was fighting in the club. He's such a weirdo. People saying that girl threw a drink at Jaden and was saying she was Team Chrisean on IG. But yes, Blue is very, very weird with women, but never has anything to say to a man. All right, except maybe waking up on the pavement, go, where am I? All right. It says he loves to push women into a fight and kick them once they're down. Ever seen the video of him and Jaden on stage with the fan that he snatched up? Can't wait for the boys to lock in. The boys in lockup to throw him another dookie party. He must love that Dubai chocolate special. Holy. All right. So look, one video apparently shows the aftermath of the crime scene after the shooting. Now, there's not going to be anything crazy that's going to be shown here, but this is just like a little bit of reporting on kind of the police outside. This says evidence of shooting outside a nightclub in Hollywood under investigation. So this isn't just something that's going to go away. All right. Blueface might be headed back to jail. Chrisean Rock might be headed to jail. All of these cops ain't out here for a laugh. All right. These are cops that are salaried by the taxpayer, by the city of Los Angeles. They are on a mission. They are on a job to sort this shit out, all right? You can't be out here firing shots in front of 100 people thinking you're going to get away with it. They take this shit very, very seriously. You're damaging the safety of Los Angeles nightlife, all right? Hollywood nightlife is sacred, and these folks do not give a shit about your stream. They don't care about Blueface Baby. They don't care about Chrisean Rock. They don't give a F about any of that, all right? They're trying to police the streets, keep the streets safe, and if Blueface and Chrisean Rock are thinking it's sweet to come outside and behave like this, they got another thing coming. It is ridiculous. Not gonna fly, all right? Absolutely disgraceful behavior. Unbelievable, really. I can't believe that this has actually been allowed to happen. But you know, it's under investigation. They're investigating it. They're combing for evidence, all right? They're looking for anything they can do to lock fools up. So after all of this, Chrisean Rock posted Instagram stories. And again, she's not the sharpest tool in the drawer. But like, this is some of the IG stories she posted promoting her fight. It says pro debut, Chrisean, holy hands. All right. I'm not going to lie. I can tell by the format of this, it was made by AI. So clearly there's not much of a budget for promotion for this fight that is currently upcoming. But hey, it's happening in Baltimore. If she doesn't get arrested before then, that is, of course. And, you know, she using this as an opportunity to promote herself. She said, the fight's selling out. Get your ticket to my fight while you can. Baltimore, Bodymore, all right, before she gets locked up. They're saying cancel Chrisean and Blueface, all right? I think this is the poster has put that on there. They're saying these are crack Sean activities. Yet no opponent, already set up as rigged. That's mad weird for real. Do the other people even know who they're fighting, or is it just Krusty that doesn't have an opponent yet? She about to be fighting charges. She about to be fighting extradition to Los Angeles from Bodymore. I mean, to Bodymore from Los Angeles. She said she'd been in that crop top since Friday. Boycott this demon. The comments on that post are brutal. Finally, people are calling her out for what she really is. The jig is up for her. All right. They're saying, what the F? I just checked and the cheapest tickets are $108. They're saying she in the same clothes. She'll be in them same clothes till she back in Bodymore. All right. Absolute insanity. Okay. Absolute craziness. So this is definitely quite odd, all right? I don't know why Eddie Hearn's on here. They're saying she's a boxing pro, 0 bouts, all right? 0 bouts to her name, status as a super welterweight, inactive, all right? She's going to be active in the jailhouse soon, all right? That is all I know, okay? Let's see what this is. So Chrisean would apparently speak out after the viral fight that involved her and Blueface, and she claimed that she thought she was going to get jumped by 4 different girls. She said she can't even press charges. She started swinging first. So let's hear what Crack Sean had to say about this herself.
Whatever. So while Jonathan was distracted, like 4 girls go, like walking up on me. The girl so then I start calling 3 because Jonathan is occupied at the moment. So I'm like, 3. And I put my hands up like, look, check this out. My hands are registered. I want no beef. I don't know what's going on. She was like, did you want that? I said, girl, I don't even know you. Like, So it was just random people, like strangers, like it's people I don't know specifically. You feel what I'm saying? She got into it with some homies or whatever, and then she wanted to take it out on me. I'm telling her, I'm giving her a fair warning, chat. Like, look, check this out. I don't think this is what you want for. But I see how you programming. It's not just 1, 2, 3. It's 4 y'all. So I make it where Blue is. Everybody, even her brother, Tiny, was like, if you really want a one-on-one fade, you take that. You don't just try to like bully somebody like as if she don't know how to fight. And she could fight all y'all. Ooh, ooh. Long story short, she walks up, get this start trying to thump. Man, I got in my boxing stance. I slipped at first. First I smiled, then I did this. I don't know if y'all did see when I reached back and then I connected. You can hear the connect, but you can't see it because whoever was recording was too busy watching. So then I kept going. And am I proud of that? No, but I'm not finna be bullied. Like, it's a friendly fade. Took the friendly fade. She can't even press charges even if she wanted to because she swung first. She wanted it. It was so bad. Like, she really wanted it.
So the woman that Chrisean Rock got in the fight with, apparently also made a post explaining her perspective too. It said, so the woman crackhead apparently beat down has spoken out. This is what was said.
What? I got beat up here. What? No black eyes. I have fucking mascara on. I have no fucking knots. Y'all keep talking about a knot. It's my fucking head. I have no fucking knot on my fucking head. Y'all is crazy. My lips are naturally... Oh, my lips are naturally big. It's not busted. I bit my lip. Because if it was busted, it would be like a split. So, my hair is crunchy. But I don't got no knot at all on my face. I just show my face. Face card eats down every time, natural. Fuck. What? This what y'all want to see? I lost my earrings though. Damn. I had a war for my earrings. It's not busted at all. People play victim when they do stuff to people first. Once again, when somebody does something to you, you react. All I did was react.
Okay, we don't need the free promo on there, okay? They're saying, what kind of boxer gets into a fight and leaves not one mark on the other person? It says she's handling this a lot better than I would have. Blueface, really. It must be whatever demon he prays to. That boy lucky he ain't crossed a certain type of bitch yet. It says, right, then he keep playing with females. Anyone smarter than Chrisean would have had some serious people come check his behavior. Being big, whatever you are, wherever you are at, doesn't make you bulletproof. It says, Rock is the only one that will physically fight anyone for him. They both enjoy fighting. They do drugs together. Says the way Crack Rock jumped up like a movie zombie after the girl rocked her, I knew she was on the shit. It says the world be a better place when he's no longer in it. That's very intense. Says I don't wish death on nobody because that shit got a way of coming back to you. So I'm never going to say that. But he is playing a dangerous game. He won't be doing. He won't live to 30 doing the shit he doing. It says and Chrisean is the one lumped up. That's what she deserves. LOL. It says and saying that's why neither of them on camera. They nursing wounds. Someone saying I'd sue the effing shit out of them. I'd be wearing a neck brace, back brace, lying on the ground crying. That's crazy. Do you think she even got money like that? I saw a lot of hair pulling, not a real fight. They're saying none of Rick's punches actually connected. So she wasn't connecting at all. It was clear in the video she got her head in. She got her in the head for sure, though, off the car, but Rock can't really fight. She can spaz, though, and make a commotion. In reality, that's her all day, every day. Loud, uneducated, blasphemous, ignorant, negligent, untalented, and always screaming about the wrong things and not focused on what God gave her. Just another day in someone's kid's training bra and a week-old rotten crotch boy shorts. Snorting lines off a desk in a home she's a guest in and literally trashing the office by throwing her trash all over the place and the can off the wall, while she sadistically plans to ruin another baby's welcome into the world. She in her own world, alone. She belongs in prison or locked down mental ward for life. Meanwhile, Junior probably has fallen down the stairs by now. I don't condone any bad statements about Junior, right? It's not his fault. She literally streamed him falling off the couch and didn't move to get up and get him. He doesn't make a sound either because he knows better. It's tragic. All right. So Chrisean Rock apparently gave an update on what was going on with court. She apparently was supposed to have court the very next morning, and I guess she attended. She said, this is how court went that morning. She made it.
So what's your plan now, nigga? Today Monday. You should be going.
I had court today. You got dismissed. Yeah, I got dismissed. My license reinstated.
Well,
What? She said it got dismissed, her license reinstated. How in the hell? They said everybody was going to send a footage of her driving with a suspended license into the judge. What? How did that happen? Exposing Chrisean Rock. I thought better of you guys. I thought you guys had this shit handled. I thought you guys had the judge straightened out. All right. I thought you had the information sent over there. What are you doing?
well, I got court 21st.
Yeah, traffic. It's always about the traffic stuff.
She said it's always about the traffic stuff. They're saying, lol, she didn't go. Can't that be proven in public records? I tracked down the court case. No results posted yet. I guess we'll know in 3 to 5 business days if she's lying. They're saying she's such a liar. Must be a weekday. She's wearing white. All right. Can't wait to see screenshots of what happened. I pray they didn't actually reinstate her license. She was still driving without the license, though. She shouldn't be allowed to drive. She's a threat to the public. Y'all know we'll be able to see the disposition in the next 2 days. It's crazy. All right. It's crazy. People thinking she lying. So following the whole baby shower drama, okay, Chrisean and Blueface, they continued streaming and even answered a question about Ronnie. Now, this is insane. Look at this. Chrisean Rock, she officially denied having anything to do with the allegations she was responsible for her ex-boyfriend Ronnie's murder. They're saying, quit the conspiracies, bro. I would have been locked up already if I killed him. Tell that to Lil Durk, who was out here running around for years, snitching on himself before the feds finally got him.
We know you killed Ronnie, though. You're evil. Chat. Quit the conspiracy stuff, bro. I would have been locked up already if I killed that nigga, okay? If that was really my baby father, bro, y'all wouldn't know that. Like, I don't know what, like, okay.
Why is she bringing that into it? The way she kind of changed gears there was super suspicious.
Been locked up already.
It was like, I would be locked up, and the motive that's obviously true is not true. Wait, what?
The conspiracy stuff, bro. I would have been locked up already if I killed that nigga, okay? If that was really my baby father, bro, y'all wouldn't know that. Like, I don't know what, like, okay, I get it. Y'all only running with what y'all see, but y'all only hate me, so y'all just be playing like y'all just playing. We know you killed Ronnie, though.
That's crazy, because the way she like, oh, if I killed him, I would have been locked up. And if he was really my baby father, well, it's like, why you bring that up? Because that's the alleged motive for the murder. Like, so apparently Chrisean started streaming from the airport once she kind of, got an update, basically. It said Chrisean started the stream after finding Navia was in labor, because the rumor was Blueface dropped her off at the airport to go back to Bodymore, and then all of a sudden Blueface is rushing to the hospital because his new baby mama in labor. It says the beginning of the crash out. I don't think she expected him to ditch her at the airport to be at the birth. T.
Right now, he's drinking, I'm drinking. He's living his life, I'm living my life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to lie, that wasn't much of a crash out, okay? It says, too bad you can't stalk at the hospital. It says she, quote, missed her flight and expected Blue to stay or pick her back up. Instead, when she told Blue she missed her flight, he was already on the phone with Navia. Chris really thinks that she ruins the show, and she doesn't. She 100% ruins the show. Navia needs to get a restraining order, collect all the footage of this cracked out stalker, her threats and recorded acts of violence. Take that mess right to the courthouse. People saying, for real, I watched too many episodes of Worst Ex Ever. She needs to handle it before it goes too far. These crackheads do anything for views. What exactly is a restraining order supposed to do? She won't obey a piece of paper. People saying she's the worst. Navia has no backbone for letting that demon in the delivery room. I would have told the nurses keep his ass as far away from me as possible. That's crazy, right? Sick of her demonic ass. Junior crumpled in the stroller, knocked out probably. Oh God, stop it. You got to leave that kid alone, man. Got to pray for Junior. None of her evil weekend plans worked. Blue still went to the shower. Navia didn't leave, and he still went to the hospital for the birth. Her ego and mental illness can't take failure. I sense a massive meltdown on the horizon, or she'll pretend not to give a F to save face. They're saying, honestly, it's what she deserves. Scribble Face wasn't at her delivery, and he is at Navia's delivery. I honestly hope for that baby. I wasn't running at the delivery for Chrisean, though, so... Anyway, she gets away from him, but with all the drama and her postpartum is going to be a bitch. Junior probably still sitting in an Airbnb taking care of himself, or in that gym in a playpen. Drinking at the airport in the morning, going to be a lunchtime crash out. People saying, right, she's doing all this for a one-hit rapper with 3 baby mamas. Likes her to peg him. What? Doesn't claim her son, disrespects her repeatedly, puts her and her baby out, had the world calling her son Charles Barkley, and constantly rotates her. He laughed when Navia called her a baby disabler, yet... Bro. She still chases and embarrasses herself over him. Zero self-respect. Such a pick-me. Male-centered women are dangerous. They put men before their own child. Brother, this is crazy. Right? They're saying she's drinking a beer. Where's Junior at, though? Right? Where he at? Where Junior at? Right? No, I'm going to stop. It's not respectful. She made Navia go into labor early. I'm happy because she looked like she was defeated at her baby shower. Crack Rock knew once the baby was born this would happen. Blue was going to leave her stranded. She made a fool of herself once again. Now let's go see her try and clear this up. Okay, this is insane. She tried to ruin the baby shower. Then she tried to make Navia upset by being with Blue in the car. In her head, she was like, yes, this is it. I won, because Navia was mad as F. Then they got into that fight where she showed how much of a lapdog she was by fighting that girl because she want Blue to see she a ride or die. Then she pulled that airport BS to get him to miss the birth, which backfired. And in her head, that was him making his final choice. Like, girl, he about to have a baby. Also, shout out to Alabama Barker. Lol. Right? She apparently subs to Blue. She's watching the circus too. Insane. All right, low life loser. That's what they're saying. So Blueface did help deliver the baby, I believe, and he named the baby. God, what's he going to call the baby? No, he didn't call the baby Junior. Oh, that's savage. He officially named the newborn after him, Jonathan. He said, "This is my first Junior." I can't lie. That's savage.
My first Junior, JR, for short. I'm gonna call him JR or John's Junior.
This guy a demon, bro. He got the uppercase JR, man. That's crazy. I'm running that one back. That one's getting a wheel up. That is bro. I can't lie. He cooked with that one. Because Chrisean gonna be pissed.
My first Junior, JR, for short. I'm gonna call him JR or John's Junior. My first.
Oh my God. So look, all right, this is the rumor going around now. All right, back to the other Junior. All right, lowercase Junior. Okay, the original Junior, the senior Junior. All right, I'm not mocking the child. I'm not making fun of the child. That's just a little bit of wordplay. Okay, because this Junior was there first. All right, so he is the OG. He's the senior Junior. He's the older Junior. But people are saying if this had been posted, comment and I'll remove. I don't know how true this is. It's Sean Davey and he did say July, but talking about recent events, I'm just hoping it's true and Junior is going to be saved. Sorry, too much coffee, kind of rambling. So people saying this, I don't know how true this is. It's just a TikTok. But it says CPS is looking to remove Junior immediately after Chrisean Rock neglects Junior by going to LA to commit crimes. What on earth?
Child Protective Services was contacted within the last 24 hours of what Chrisean Rock has had going on. And the insider that I speak to that is currently having a relationship with Chrisean, a platonic relationship with Chrisean, stated that Child Protective Services contacted the sister, which is none other than Tessa, having Junior right now, to come and remove Junior. Now, it's not the call that they stated, but they are trying to come and pick him up. It wasn't a wellness check. It was a more so of, is he there because we're coming to get him? So The Family Insider states that she is the one that has been keeping in contact with a caseworker in the Baltimore area and has been reporting anything that happens in a negative way to and or around Chrisean Jr. And since Chrisean is getting into brawls, since Chrisean is a part of stray BULLETs, hitting grounds and whatnot. So at this point right now in July, CPS is actively looking to remove Junior. So that is good news. Before, they were just reports. It went from reports to them moving forward. And if Chrisean does not go to court because she has been served, so she has no excuse, they're already taking Junior. See, the writ of summons that, in my opinion, what I believe that they sent her is what they send parents whose children have already been removed by the state. And then you do whatever protocol they have for you to get your child back. The issue in this situation is they have not been able to locate Junior, meaning the child protective worker knocks on the door, and when the door is open, Junior is there. It's been happening in other states to where child protective services have made contact with Chrisean. In Arizona, Oklahoma, and California, but not in Baltimore. In Baltimore, that has not happened since Chrisean Jr. got removed temporarily the first time when he was under a year old. So this is now an ongoing investigation with Child Protective Services. They are looking for Junior, not for a wellness check, not to make sure he's all right, but to remove him. And Chrisean would have to go through the courts in order to get Junior back. So technically, Junior would be a ward of the state if they can get him. They have to find him, to be able to remove him from Chrisean's custody and Chrisean's care. She has been hiding Junior for almost 2 years now from Child Protective Services, okay? So this is good news. And the reason I state that is good news is because it's a high probability that Junior will be placed in a better situation instead of going through all of this. She loves her son so much, but she's down there putting her hands on people, risking her freedom to be away from the same son she swears she loves. She's already been incarcerated and removed out of Junior's life. Why keep doing that, right? And I believe the Child Protective Services agree. So now they are all over it, and I will keep you updated on anything else that comes from this situation. I know there's a lot going on with Chrisean and Blueface right now. We will go live and talk about it, but my main focus, tunnel vision, has always been Junior. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on, but what about this young boy? What is going to happen with him? I don't care where Blueface goes. I don't care where Chrisean goes, but I definitely care that Chrisean Jr. is safe. I love you all. Until the next video, continue praying.
So look, that's not necessarily 100% true. People are saying I wouldn't put too much hope into anything SDW says. He's gotten a lot of stuff wrong on his lives. He doesn't vet too well. Funny dude, but very inaccurate. He's made a lot of enemies in here. So people are questioning it, but hey, all right, I could see that being true just based on some of the rumors that have been going around, but we don't know for sure. So look, it is an absolute mess. I think the cops probably are investigating this shooting. They're probably investing Blueface, Chrisean. Look, if I've learned one thing from covering these recent trials, especially this Lil Durk trial, when you think that the cops ain't watching you and that you just getting away with crimes out here, no, they watching you, they letting you get away with it. They letting the charges rack up, they keeping an eye on you, they monitoring you, and if you really step out of line and cause a danger to the public, as Blueface and Chrisean allegedly did the other night, they're not far behind. So I do think charges will be brought soon, but I will keep you guys posted as soon as I see that, all right? I'm sure I might be seeing these fools in court soon, who knows, okay? Hopefully... I mean, I was about to say hopefully not hopefully or hopefully not. Let's just see how the cards land, man, because really I got no horse in the game. If they keep breaking the law, they're going to end up in jail, and you might catch me in the gallery. That's just how it goes. See you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. I'm going to try and squeeze out one more or even two more videos today if I've got time. I've got the energy. There's just a lot going on. I appreciate you guys supporting me and my coverage. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.